YouTube? It's your boy Yandy, and this is the Halloween special. It's gonna be our first time sitting in an FD. That clutch, bro, it's like, it feels really good. That clutch is really hard. It's weird. Shifting on the left side, I wouldn't be used to this. This is actually crazy, bro. Damn. Oh, look. It's a Joker's face. I just picked up this Rx8 from this vendor right over here. Make sure you guys follow him on social media. He also made custom cars too, so he said as long as there's a casting, he could make it custom out of it. So make sure you guys follow him. I just came out from the event right now, and look how much it's smoking. It's smoking more than his neck, and I don't think that's a good sign. Usually when you see white smoke like that coming out, it means that one of those side seals are messed up. I never seen my Rx8 do that, and I don't think that's a good sign. So I just spoke to a guy right now that knows about these cars, and he told me to check the oil, told me to check the coolant, make sure everything is on level. The coolant looks pretty good. It's missing a little bit, so I'm gonna add some, and I'm gonna check my oil. Let me get a rack real quick. So I don't know if you guys can see it on camera, but it's missing some oil. I need to add more oil, so I'm gonna add more oil right now. These cars start smoking like that, it's not a good sign. I'm gonna add some oil, add some coolant, start it up, and what the guy told me to do, he told me to smell smoke and see if it smells like oil or coolant. Yeah, it does smell like oil, but I honestly don't know what it means. I'm gonna give someone a call and ask them what it could be. It could be like a oil seal, I don't really know. Well, he told me to let the car warm up. I always warm up the car before I move it, but since I was in there, I couldn't leave the car idling, so I had to move out the car out of the premises. And right when I came out, I saw this amount of smoke coming out. And the first thing I thought, you know, my car is messed up. Called the guy, told me to check the coolant, told me to check the oil, make sure that was good. It was missing a little bit of coolant, so I added coolant and oil. It was missing some oil, so I added some oil. Guy told me to turn it on, let the car idle for a little bit, let it warm up, get up to temperature, and then when it gets up to temperature, I gotta rev the car to see if it clears the smoke. If it clears it up and it starts smoking, the car keeps driving fine. He told me these are the first signs of a bad oil seal. And I'm not really happy about those news. Well, I'm gonna leave the car, let it get up to temperature, and we'll see what happens. engine light started blinking, and that's the sign of a misfire. It could be that it's not burning the gas or the oil properly, and that might be the reason why it's smoking. So it looks like I'm gonna have to change the spark plugs. I do need to change the spark plugs, because if you guys remember one of my videos, I took out the spark plugs and they were really black. So that could be the reason why the car's messing up. I know I said I was gonna change it, but I never changed it, and I think this is what I get. So I just scanned it right now with my OBD2 sensor, and it says that it has a cylinder misfire. So I just refreshed the computer. About to start it up and see what happens.
Bluetooth connection success.
Still smoking. And it's still having a misfire. I don't think I'm able to drive this car like this. So I'm gonna try to figure out what I could do. So I decided to drive the car like that home. This was really bad timing, because I was planning to go and drift at this new drift spot that I found. It's really good. It's a really cool place. And damn, I won't be able to drift like this. Can't push it. I need to baby it until I get home. And fortunately, that might be the end of the video. I was thinking of ending the video over there, but I got myself into work mode today. Got myself some spark plugs. I'm gonna change the spark plugs, right? And I also picked this up. I got myself a GoPro, and if I fix the car, I might put it into work today. So let's get right into this. So I took the wheel off, and I was looking down there, and then I saw this. Look at the control arm. The wheel took a piece out of the control arm. That's crazy. That means it's been rubbing like crazy. And last week I put this 1-inch spacer, and seems that it's not enough. So I'm gonna have to get bigger spacers. So I'm probably gonna go 1.5 inches or 2 inches. But I think I'm gonna go for 2 inches, so my wheel can come out more and it will probably give me more angle. I don't really know how that works, but I'm gonna get 2 inches. Alright, this is my live reaction from the spark plug. I'm taking the upper spark plug from the front rotor, and I don't know if that's bad, I don't know if that's good, but I think it's good. I don't think that's good. I don't think this is good. But I remember though, when I checked them last time, I don't remember which one I took, but it was really black. Alright, I just took off the second spark plug from the first rotor. Yo! The tip is gone. The tip is gone. Look, I'm gonna put it next to a new one. And I'm pretty sure it's supposed to have a tip. Yeah, look, this is a new one. That's an old one. I don't know if you guys can see really well, but the new one, I don't know if you could get it there, but you can see the tip, and then this one is missing the tip, and that unfortunately is no bueno. That means the tip of the spark plug is somewhere in there spinning around, and it's probably gonna damage the rotor housing. For me, as long as the car is running and it's still drifting, I'm okay with it. And eventually I will rebuild the engine, or I'm probably gonna put a better engine in it. Not sure what I'm gonna do yet, because honestly this car is like rusted. This car was from up north, and if I'm gonna do like a build, I won't use this car. I would rather get a Florida car, a clean car, and then do my own build, instead of like putting a lot of money into like fixing the paint job, fixing everything. I'd rather get another car. I mean, this is the third spark plug. The first one on the second, on the second rotor. And look at this. That's bad. And I don't know if you guys could see, it's like kind of wet. And that's probably the reason why my car was smoking a lot. It was running rich because the spark plug wasn't working properly. And maybe that spark plug, that the little tip was broken. Maybe the spark wasn't reaching it properly. And it wasn't burning the fuel. Maybe, or maybe this spark plug was bad, like it wasn't working. It's wet and like you could smell, I could smell the gas, so might be the reason why my car was having a misfire. And maybe that's why it was smoking. Well, let's put the new one in and take out the last one. The last spark plug is coming out in 3, 2, 1. Damn! Yo!
That shit burned.
Bro, you can see the spark plug is wet. It's missing the tip. It's dark as... I don't want to say the word. But... Yep. That's the reason why. Now, I'm going to put a new one back in. Turn on the car. And we'll see how it starts. Switch the spark plugs. Now I'm gonna turn it on. Hopefully the car doesn't fall. And let's turn it on and see how she turns on. Oh, diablo, casi me mato. There it is. Issue solved. Now the car sounds way better. It used to have a misfire on idle. She sounds smooth right now. She sounds really good. So yeah, that was definitely the issue. For this not to happen, make sure you change your spark plugs. As you guys saw, the car was smoking really bad. And first thing I thought, you know, it was a coolant seal. And I remember that last time I checked my spark plugs, they were like this. They were really bad, but it still had the tip like this one. Oh, no, never mind, it's gone. It still had the tip, but it was really black. It was black like this one. And the car had a misfire on idle, so you would hear like pops on the idle. And the car was still running fine and everything. I drove it like that for a while. And today, after the meet, when I came out of the place, I just saw hella smoke coming out of the engine. And then when I revved the engine, it was misfiring. First thing I thought, it was a seal. I talked to a guy, his name is Pito, by the way. I'm gonna put his Instagram right over here, I think somewhere here. And he told me to check my oil, he told me to check my coolant. And I checked all of that. It was missing oil and coolant, so I added some. And I put in my OBD2 scanner, and I noticed it was having a misfire. So I was like, okay, that's either the spark plugs or the ignition coils. And as you guys could see, it was definitely the spark plugs. For those of you rotary owners, make sure you guys change your spark plugs. If you hear a misfire on idle or your car starts having a misfire, make sure you change the spark plugs, because you don't want your spark plugs to look like this. Hell yeah, issue solved, man. I'm really happy. It was just that I was really worried when I came out to meet and I saw that cloud of smoke coming out of my exhaust. And but I'm glad I fixed the issue. The car definitely feels better. It feels like it's running stronger. Might do some drifting now. My plan is to come this way, send it through this corner on second gear, gotta do like a quick U-turn over here. To then come back up, and finish it off. Now I'm just scared of that last, you know, where I gotta do the U-turn.
Oh, yeah.
That's what got me nervous. Yes, sir. Second turn is hard because I gotta get close to the left side of the turn, right? So then I could have enough angle, turn around the car that way, so I could come up this way and keep sending over here. But I don't have a hydro e-brake, so it's all. Shit, I see an old man over there, bro. I'm probably gonna like call the cops. It's hard because when I press the e-brake, it doesn't really work because it's not a hydro e-brake, it's a regular e-brake. So it's all on the footwork, but it's kind of hard to do it. But I feel it was pretty good. That's definitely gonna give me some experience. But yeah, let's be out, bro. Calling the cops. What a crazy day. The trunk and treat was nice. That was a wholesome thing that I did. I had a fun time. There was a lot of people there. I didn't really expect a lot of people to come, but like there was a lot of people dressed up, a lot of kids, and it was a fun time. My car decided to hit the nick. He just started smoking, and honestly, when that happened, I thought that my engine was I thought my engine was done, and I don't know. You could probably see it there on my face, but I wasn't having fun when that happened. When I saw the smoke coming out, it just shattered my dreams. It's just, I'll be honest with you guys, because like I have a lot of plans with this car. I'm really optimistic with my car, and I know the engine is too strong. I know I could beat on it. And I'm just having high hopes that I could make it somewhere with this car. And when I saw the smoke coming out from my exhaust, and I saw the amount of smoke that was coming out, I was like, that's it, my engine is done. But thankfully, it was just the spark plugs. And as you guys can see, my engine is still running fine. I beat the living hell out of it, and it handled it. My car was just tripping. It's working fine now. The drift, I'm surprised that the first run that I did, that was kind of good. I mean, it was pretty good. It was just hard on the second turn. The first turn, the entry, that was pretty good. It came out really smooth. All the times that I did it right. It was just at that last corner, that last turn, where I had to like completely stop the car for me to be able to do almost a 360 to turn back around and go back up. I know for a fact if I had a hydro e-brake, I would have done it. But I still tried it, and I pulled the e-brake the first time when I did it. It actually came out kind of good. It wasn't the best, but I know if I had the hydro e-brake, it would have came out perfect. But those are skills that I still need to learn. And the only way for me to learn is by me doing it. So that's why I'm doing these kind of things. I'm risking it. I know I'm risking it. My car is not at the best moment right now. It doesn't have no power steering. It keeps overheating, but I know it could handle the beat for a little while. My car was actually running at 190 when I first started drifting, and I drifted what, maybe for like 5 minutes or so, and it handled it. I kept going back to back to back, and my temperature just went up to 220. I turned on the heater, and I just let the car run, and it cooled back off. So that's a good sign. It's still cooling off, so that means we're good on the cooling system. It's not how it should be running, but at least I know for a fact that it could handle a track day. Let's say 1 round, right, out of a track. Maybe when you run through the whole track, it might be what, 1 minute? And this car just handled 5 minutes. I know it could handle a whole track day, because 1 lap is 1 minute. And I know by the time I get back online, I wait for the people who are in front of me to go, the car should be cooling off by then. So when I go back to do another run, it should be cooled off by the time I get there. So I'm really optimistic. I know my car could handle the drifting, and we're gonna keep drifting. We're gonna keep getting better videos. I got a GoPro now. I have a camera coming in soon, so hopefully I could bring the best content for you guys, and we could all grow together, and we get to be a professional drifter one day. So with that said, I want to appreciate all the love you guys are giving me. Thank you guys so much for the support. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bells for notifications, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Thank you.